Zack Attack 84. I've actually seen people use the defense of, well, if they didn't have Patreon, then they would have to stop producing content. Is that really what you want? As if the world would fall apart if we weren't able to watch people play or talk about video games on YouTube. If MGR, Begamups, or Game Chasers, or any of these other people left YouTube, you know what I'd do? I'd watch one of the other 10 million identical shows that pop up every week on here. That's a great point. That's one of the lies also. It's one of the lies. Which is, they need a Patreon to keep their channel going. They need a Patreon to keep their channel going. Well, that's like saying, well, you need all this extra money. You need to work a really high-paying job just to eat. Just to eat. You could live. You could live on TV dinners and ramen noodles if you had to. Canned Veenie Weenies, pork and beans. You could literally live, right? It's not ideal. You couldn't go out to a freaking steakhouse every night and eat high on the hog, but you could live. You could live. Now, a lot of these channels that, maybe just talk about games and stuff, are you going to tell me if they were really passionate, they wouldn't continue uploading talking about games? Many cases, like Metal Jesus, like John Hancock. Have you ever seen like any amazing edits on John Hancock's channel? Have you really? How much money does it really take to film your game collection? Stop and think about that. Okay, we're not talking the game theorist here. All right, we're not talking like all the kind of heavy editing that a lot of channels use. We're talking most of the time just people sitting down talking about games. One channel that uses a lot of heavy editing that, I've praised in the past is GameSack, right? But here's the thing. If they didn't get Patreon money, or if they wasn't, as big as channels they are, would they still be passionate enough to upload videos talking about video games? I know a lot of people would probably still tune in just to hear them talk about games because, they have a knowledge of video games and they're good at it. Don't much like me, they think I'm frightening, so, whatever. But, would you stop watching that channel if you enjoy it, if they scale back a little bit? Would you prefer for them just to come out and say, you know what? We're getting rid of our Patreon. We are tired of taking our fans' money. We want you to spend your own money and enjoy your lives. We feel guilty taking money from all of you. So we're going to scale back a little bit, but we're still passionate about what we do. I would respect that. Any channel that has a Patreon, if they actually came out and said, you know what, here's the thing, we're going to scale back a little bit because we are sick and tired of taking people's money. Why is that such a crazy, crazy thing? Why do people come here? And I'm sure a lot of people come to the comment section down below, and I actually, get angry at me for even suggesting that. But, why do I have a conscience? Why do a lot of you with YouTube channels tend to have a conscience too? I don't like accepting money from people without giving them compensation. And I'm sorry, making YouTube videos to me is not proper compensation for people giving me money. That's just my crazy radical view on things.